Gamer Indepth.
Me the mail.
The luxurious. Was it luxurious hair?
Luxurious. I want. I want to give a shout out to luxurious hair. No, I don't want to give a shout out to luxurious hair.
What? I thought you were.
Gamer Indepth. 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 Gamer
Dang!
Indepth.
All
Gamer
right, let's go. Welcome to the fourth edition of Gamer Indepth Shoutouts. I'm your host, Nardy15. On deck with me is Hippie.
Hello.
Y'all, it's Mish
Hey now.
and Homeboy79.
Yo, yo, yo.
On this glorious episode of Shoutouts, we have an interview with the guys from the Lair. We have a top 5 countdown of You Know You're a Noob If. This is hilarious. And we got our user mail and shoutouts that we're gonna bundle all together. Alright? First and foremost, shoutouts, user mail. Hippie, what's up, man?
All right. Shout out. First of all, I want to shout out to all the forum users that have been over in the forums at gamerindepth.com. Thanks for the support.
Party people.
And, hey, yeah, and I know they're listening, so shout out to everybody over there. Keep up the great talk and the great chatter. I've been loving it.
Yes.
And as far as email goes, I've got an email from a guy. He simply said, and I'm not even going to mention his name. He said, he says, do you work for Sony? And I think he spelled "for" wrong. FORE is not "for." All right. So check this out. No, I do not work for Sony. Person who wrote me that. I do not work for Sony. I work for GamerIndepth.com, and we just we happen. Although I think that it'd be great to be a Sony employee because I think it's probably a great company. I work for Gamer Indepth, and just have the opportunity to do some really cool stuff with them. So, no, I do not work for Sony. Make your home experience so much better when you have a keyboard or a chat pad. You will love it. I want everyone in the theater right now to turn to the avatar to the right and the left of them and say, "Hi, how are you?"
What?
Dude,
Follow me.
hold on.
I think that's it. That's it for our top 5 countdown. We don't want to offend anybody any further, but just to repeat what Homeboy said before we got started. Everybody was a noob at one point or another. Home is an awesome place to be if you're holding back from buying clothes because you think you won't be in here too long. Think again because you're addicted at this point when you're sitting in the theater watching a PlayStation Home-based show in PlayStation Home. Just go ahead.
So go
That's
get you
why
some
we're here.
cool clothes. Go get you a chat pad or a keyboard and join in the
I
fun.
recommend just go ahead and get a headset and just call the people. You can make phone calls in home.
There you go.
Talk on the mic.
Phone home.
Thanks everybody for listening to the fourth episode of Gamer Indepth Shoutouts. Stick around for the interview with the guys from Club Lair. Pretty interesting club. They do ARGs and they are awesome. Peace. Welcome to Gamer Indepth's Shoutouts, the interview segment of the program. This is Nardy15. I'm here with a few of the guys from Lair. I'm here with Anna Marie, the Dark Magician.
Hello.
So T-Dark,
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, and Mr. Trip. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right, how's everyone doing?
pretty good.
All right, now if you guys have never heard of the Lair, it's more of a production house. I think it's not really a club. Um, they put together ARGs that has its basis in PlayStation Home. I don't know. Am I saying this correct? Can you guys explain it to our audience better on exactly what you are?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a difficult concept to describe if you're used to traditional clubs and stuff. Basically, what we're doing is putting together a series of interactive stories for the PlayStation Home users, and they're going to take place within home, and some aspects will take place outside of home. So it's a really neat sort of new thing that we're trying to do. Well, let's get right down to it, players. It was a night like any other, except this night was totally different. King Neptune's hand was found abandoned on the ocean floor. You 10 have proven yourself, and I want you to help solve the murder. Maybe one day you can be a real detective like me. It's not just about the outfit, you know. Until that day, you're a trainee. I'm the detective. Got it? You, trainee, me, detective. And as your first assignment, you have to solve this case. Now go talk to the queen and see what's put a burr under her saddle.
Okay. So, how did you guys get started?
Well, we're going to go back to the origin of Annie. It started with Lair, and we needed to come up with a bunch of smaller ARG storylines, let's say. And at that meeting where we were supposed to present them, mine happened to be the only one. So that's how it got started. And everybody seemed to like it, so it just took off from there.
Okay, now with King Neptune's End, how long did you guys run this particular story?
That ran for 3 weeks. The first week was meant to be game night, where players were to solve a puzzle to gain entry into the game. And then the next week they were to show up and we were going to start the full story. But not everybody who solved the puzzle showed up. So we ended up having to do the game the next week. And thanks to many things to Glass Walls and Heart at WoW. Heart at WoW for putting it on his podcast. And Glass Walls, of course, you guys saw the message of the day. That got us a lot more people, and it turned out to be much more of a success second time.
You know, it's weird, that whole thing, we didn't even know what was happening. I think one of the guys that's not here today, he actually messaged me, and I think he messaged some of the other guys in the group, and we were all like, wait a minute, what is this? We had no idea until after everything had happened. We haven't really spoken much with Glass, I don't think.
Yeah, I guess he's just cool like that. He keeps his ear to the ground. He really knows what's going on with the community. All right, so obviously you put on more than just King Neptune's End. So since it's all over, said and done with, is there going to be a canon to the stories that you tell, or can you just pick up at any time and play your games?
Yeah, we're going to have a set storyline. There's going to be a deeper story going on. I can't really go into much of that because, you know, spoilers.
Okay,
But
so do we need to play King Neptune's End in order to, get on board with you guys, or is it?
No.
No, okay.
Well, no, and that's kind of where I was going. We're trying to keep everything so we have documentations of the games that have happened in the past, because you never know, there might be clues to the bigger story hidden somewhere in there that you didn't notice before, or that nobody noticed before. Each individual story, though, anybody can pick up and play it. There's just a larger story working its way throughout every one. So even if you haven't played the first one or the second one or even the third one, you'll be able to pick up on the fourth one when it comes out. Getting back to the King Neptune's End thing, we have other sites that we're building for each game, because each game you're going to have to know the characters, you're going to have to know, certain background information, just like any sort of game you play. So we have individual sites that we put up. Within this week, we're going to be finishing off our King Neptune's End site, and there will be sort of an interactive way that you can go through the story if you weren't able to play it and actually solve the puzzles and make it to the end.
Nice.
And that is linked to on the player's site.
Yeah, there's a link to that from the Spruce site as well from the player site.
So, how do members go about joining your site, your club? What is this thing? First, what is it?
I know it's hard to explain, isn't it?
It is more how you explained it, more of a production group. And right now, there's really no need for new members until we need actors. So, but the players, you can join that site at any time. The Lair group, though, is more of the staff that make the game.
Okay, so when positions become available, we can find out on the PSN on your club thread.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to look. But you know what? We're always looking for, I guess sort of actors and different parts that we're going to need throughout the story. So if people are interested, they could contact, really any one of us, and we can see because, we've got a group of 6 people working on this. And a lot of times within a story, you might need 8 characters. So there's always a need for somebody, that comes in maybe for one story to help out.
All right, cool. So everybody keep your eye on the Lair. T-Dark, Dark Magician, Mr. Triple Wow, thanks for coming by and talking with Gamer Indepth. Look forward to your next project.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And hey, if I can throw out one more thing, pstalent.com. We really need to mention those guys. They're hosting our website for our games, and they've been a great help. And hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more partnership and interaction going with them because they have a lot of good stuff going. And look forward to working with them more.
PS Talent?
Yeah.
Director on duty?
That's the guy, yeah, it is.
Tell that guy I said hi. All right, this is Nardy15 signing out from Gamer Indepth Shoutouts. Peace.